right, everybody, we're gonna get started. See, we got 4 people in the house.
Hello, hello.
All right, welcome. Let's get a little groove here going. We need our traditional lift up live stream. This has become the official lift up live streams. Yo, what up, Sibba? Yo, big up, Sibba. We had to set it off, right? This is the official lift up live stream soundtrack. It's just mellow, but it lifts you up. It just holds you.
Yeah, the way it hits, it continues, it follows through.
Yeah, so big up to Sibba Jibba in the house. One of my oldest friends. You know, as I've talked about in the Lift Ups live stream, I'm just gonna keep talking about it. You know what I mean? We met back in the day, back in the 80s, way back in the 80s, and share a love for hip hop. And big up to the LES. Sibba comes from, you know, he has roots in Paris, in France, but also in the Lower East Side. I know you got some roots in the Lower East Side.
Yeah, I know that Sibba knows my friends from the Crooked Tree.
The Crooked Tree, that's right.
The Crooked Tree on St. Mark's.
Yo,
yes.
Chris, much love, Chris. Yo, Brooklyn Wildlife, Black Land Ownership. So I'm so excited to say, I don't want to take this moment for granted. I have my partner, my collaborator, Grace GALU is in the house. Thank you, because I needed to be lifted up. I woke up today with a splitting headache, and you know, just we've been busy. I woke up with a splitting headache. Needed to take a break. Let's lay my head down and just start to dream and see a meditative form start to swarm inside of my mind, and try to recline and try to realign. And then we can vibe. I say, Grace, we were supposed to do a live stream last week, but I had a migraine also. I better relax and find some time. But I'm glad to be here reconnecting through soul and mind. Shout out to Chris and shout out to Sibba Jibba. Glad to have you here with us. We're going to take you on a journey today.
Where we're going to go?
We're going to go all kinds of places. We're going to freestyle. We're going to improvise. Okay. We're gonna rock over some beats. We're going to share some music videos. We want to lift you up right now. So let us know how you're feeling right now. Chris, Sibba, how you guys doing out there? Much love. Yo.
Ooh, how you feeling lifted? I feel gifted. I'm gonna come in and sing a little bit. This is nice. I love how it pulses.
That pulse, it's a vibration. See, it's a pulse vibration, improvisation, different traditions. Shout out to Sinway, Padilla. And you know, today we did the workshop with some young people, and we started to climb and understand that we can connect with different cultures, whether it's in Mexico or New York City, or whether it's young people in Belgium. It's an international expression in a session. The lift up, we want to lift up, because sometimes we feel depressing.
Lift it up, lift it up. You know we lift it up, lift it up. Lift it up, lift it up. You know we gotta lift it up. Today we sang with some little kids. You know it gave me some deep feelings to hear their voices and their tone. You know at home we're never alone. Virtual or in reality, we're on a stage and we can be free. Communicate musically. Everybody say it with me. Ooh, la, la, la.
Ooh, la, 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 la.
Ooh, la, la, la.
I don't think I can hit that register right now.
Yes, you can. Ooh, la, 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 la. See? You did it. Ooh, la, 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 la. Everybody singing with me. You know I got Baba singing right here in the house, singing out loud from the top of his mouth. He's in his head voice with a vibrato. You know I'm really proud of him though. Back in the days he used to sing when you were in Australia doing your thing. But then for a while he didn't like to do it. I don't know why, cause when he gets into it, he has a beautiful voice and that's a choice. Every time I hear him sing I rejoice. Ooh la, 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 la. Ooh.
It's going right
I know you got it.
Ooh la, 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 la.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Oh, we got love coming in from Sean Randall. Much love to Chris and Dawn Crandall. Look at that. Dawn
watching from the kitchen.
Watching from the kitchen. Shout out to Prophet. Big up to Prophet, who was my guest a little while ago. Shout out to his wonderful band, Abrazos Army. We need that army of hugs.
Yes.
That army of love. Yeah.
Army of hugs, army of love, giving a dove, giving a rub, giving it up. I love to hug myself. When I'm feeling depressed, and what else? When I'm feeling stressed or feeling mad, I love to help myself when I feel sad.
Cause it's a physical ritual, we gotta connect it with the syllables so we can feel these emotions. Let your body feel it, reveal it as we break it down. Cause sometimes we're our own worst enemies, so we have to raise the sound so I can lift it. But there's also these structures around us and surround us, and I'm glad when I found trust and building the feeling that's healing, revealing when I see it. We gotta free it. Yeah, shout out to my good friend Annette, rocking on the percussion, discussion with the conga. Yes, I'm in the place cause I'm stronger for the musical inspiration that it gives me. Try to live free, but sometimes we gotta feel reciprocity and a good recipe. Like Grace made some soup and it gave me some good energy.
So nice, I love that. Ooh, ha, 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 ha. Ooh, yeah. You know we gotta put love up in the recipe. Try to steam out animosity. Add a little spice, some sweet and nice. A little bit of fried rice made out of cauliflower. You know I can't be feeling sick after an hour.
We just having fun here, talking about much love. Yo, we just sending love out to you right now. You know, everyone, this has been a great time of isolation and you know, disconnection. And so, you know, we try to find these ways to stay connected. And this, you know, we're gonna run this beat back one more time because it's just so good. But you know, I know for myself as a performer, you know, I was listening to a podcast called So Many Wings, which is a beautiful podcast. Shout out to Mina. Yes, my demeanor. React to the chat and just start to Serena. Flow like that, like Serena Williams. I'm getting into place when I'm building. Yes, I got that filled in. But anyway, I was saying there's this podcast, So Many Wings, and it's a beautiful podcast. And the woman who runs it, I think her name is Jax McNamara, but I could be completely wrong because I have so many thoughts in my head right now. But what she was talking about just as a performer, it's like she hasn't had that energy and connection right now. So I think, you know, a lot of artists have been trying to find ways to connect, and I'm grateful for this ability to live stream and share. So, you know, I'm excited to be sharing this moment with you. And I think one of the things we want to do is maybe share what we've been working on behind the scenes. And we have a video that we, you know, is a collaboration with some wonderful young people.
Oh yes, they did a beautiful job. Prolific poets, prolific MCs. They were beautiful.
So what do you think? Do you think it's a good time to show that video?
Yes, I would love to share this.
All right, so we're gonna share with you a really beautiful video, and let's watch the video and then we'll talk a little bit about it. And I want to say we're going to show us several videos. Sibba Jibba, your video is coming up a little bit later. This is a collaboration. We got a couple things to say. Big up to Get Open Music. We're going to be sharing Sibba's directorial debut a little bit later in the show. And right now we're gonna share a song called Freedom. And this is a song written and kind of composed by one of the young people that we work with, right?
Yes, yeah, she composed the whole melody, the lyrics. She gave it to us in a call and response. We just kind of figured it out by ear. And she's a beautiful writer, prolific writer. And
shout out to a few other collaborators like Rocka James, who is an amazing dancer, choreographer who did the dance in this. And shout out to Alex Bershaw, who provided some beautiful photography of the civil uprising this summer and the protests. And so here we go. We're going to share this video with you and we'll talk a little bit more about it. We'd love to hear your feedback in the chat. So tell us what you think of the video, what it makes you feel, and share it with us.
And let us know if you're getting feedback.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
People try to imprison our voice and take away our choices and place them in a cage. A cage over fire while the past warriors have ants dancing on their grave. A more just world requires a lot of change. It starts with the self-doubt that's been shackled to our legs. A braver world is something that we can see, where each person in the way is Lady Liberty. And when your southern iced tea starts to taste like sweet victory, you feel the wind brush up against your skin and it's no longer your enemy. When people look at you, their first thought will no longer be sympathy. It would feel like equality, but we don't know. For years and years, they told us it's just one of those things we won't let go. It'll look like unity, and for once we don't need to be afraid. It'll be a happy memory when we stand over a grave. And when we see a cop coming, we won't look the other way. We won't have to let a tragic night bleed into the light of day. And the sound of church bells will ring. And when you hear a pop sound, you won't have to duck down, because we'll be celebrating.
Freedom, oh freedom, reaching for freedom, oh freedom, freedom, oh freedom, reaching for freedom, oh freedom. All these heavy chains upon my feet, living with them, it's hard to breathe. We can do it, there's nothing to it, if we just believe. Every day I open up my eyes, all in the hopes of a better life. Feeling weak, but I'll stand to fight. Dreaming of a day with a peaceful night. Trying to survive, fighting for my life. So searching for God, I look to the sky. Here's what he told me to rise. We rise, we rise, we rise, we rise, we rise, we rise. We will rise hand in hand, and together we'll stand together. We will rise hand in hand, and together we'll stand together. Thank you so much. Whew. I didn't expect that to be so emotional. Hello, hello.
Wow, all right. So thank you for the feedback. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Kai. Really appreciate you. So yeah, you were feeling emotional.
I'm feeling emotional again.
So tell us about that experience.
I feel so moved by the directness and the clarity and the introspection of our students. And when we moved remote, they just rolled with it with such strength. And we've been hearing more and more about their actual experience, because when they come to class, we're in class and we do connect in that sense. But discovering more and more in reflection what they went through in the past year, I just feel blown away by their resilience. And this is a program that happened outside of school, and all of these students were maintaining their schoolwork full time and actually even became better academically, some of them. And I'm just blown away to see what work was made.
I mean, I think it's also been a thing of how, we as, teaching artists, as artists and working with young people, how we hold space for each other, because I know we've been supportive in their lives, but they've also created a lot of support for us. And we've created a real synergy of just, using music and poetry to find a way to maintain and navigate these times.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, for some of, we shot that video along with some other videos, but it was one of the first times that we had actually connected. I think that's probably the first time you actually met Jess, aka Janaya, in person, right?
Four of the students, including the student that composed that song, I met for the first time when we were recording this music video in person. And there was something surreal about that, and I didn't even recognize that till we were there with each other. And I was like, wow, I've never been in a room with you before.
Yeah.
And there's something a little terrifying about that, but I also felt the blessing of the technology that we have.
Yeah.
And the ability to connect in the ways that we can.
No, I think it was really, moving to be able to work and connect on Zoom, but then to bring it into the physical and actually make something to document that. And I want to just shout out Andrew Dick, who did beautiful work on cinematography. And once again, big shout out to Alex Bershaw, who did just beautiful photography. And he's a friend of mine on Facebook. If you ever need a photographer, please look him up. He is truly gifted. And I followed his photographs over the summer and throughout the fall, and just in general, because he documents, our city of New York in such a powerful way. And photography is another way of telling stories.
Absolutely. Yeah, the visual element added so much. That was also part of the emotion that came out. Just looking at the protests, looking at, oh my God, this is the last year.
I know, it's been a lot here. Well, we got another Sibba Jibba beat here. Shout out to Sibba Jibba. This is another one of his vibes. Let's reflect on the last year. Let's see it. Once again, shout out to everyone in the chat. If you want, you can guide us. We're improvising right now. So if you want to throw a topic in, or a question, or a suggestion and a blessing, then we can start manifesting. All right, let's see where we go. Yo, reflecting on the last year, trying to prove bad. Well, yo, I'm losing my words. Hey, yo. Reflecting on the last year, trying to move past fear so I can see what exists inside of me. It's like the mist, trying to find it. I'm trying to find, but I'm blinded. But then I start to find it. Feel the activation, the music and the sound with the rhythm when we bringing it and bringing you from the down. Surround sound, it's all around when it starts to drown. But you lifting, shape shifting with the gifting when I'm riffing like Coltrane. Soul with the pain, flow when we can see about to take aim, but never to main, but to maintain. Let's download from the mainframe. Trying to go into my main vein. See, it's not the same game. See, it's that Lane Wayne. I don't even know what I'm saying, but still I spit the flame. Every day we rising, so I'm hypnotizing. This last year, man, it's been almost capsizing. But we turned into a ship, and then we turned into a universe. Turned into a verse when I just let it burst. So I thirst for the melody, cause it's my remedy. So pass me when I'm passing you the energy. Reflecting on the last year, reflecting on the last year.
Let's take a long walk around the park after dark with our masks on, barely can talk, coughing up a storm. That's the norm. Baba and us got sick. We recovered pretty quick, better than some, better than most. But it was scary, Ooh, uncomfortable. Ooh, uncomfortable. Ooh, uncomfortable. We moved out of our house, it was way too small. We had 5-6 people, all in all, in 450 square feet. You know that we met defeat. Moved out of the city and our old ways. We were walking like ghosts, we're in a haze. Stayed at my boss's house for a while. We had to run around, figure out the next mile. Then we moved up to by planes. We keep it going here all the same. And our family expands. Now we add profit to our band. He's the man, and love can withstand. Our family is close. we've gone through more than most. But everybody goes through their something. 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 I lost my teacher from high school, my voice teacher. You know, she was really cool. She taught me a lot about how I sing. You know, actually she taught me everything. I learned how to harmonize. I learned how to harmonize, how to write, how to smile, how to ignite, how to connect with the crowd, how to sing from my chest real proud. You know, I give it up to her and everybody too who lost somebody from their crew. You know, it makes me sad, makes me mad. You know, it makes me mad.
Reflecting on the last year, yes, we continue to move past fear, so we can see what brings it to the new zone. I'm looking at the chat so I can make a new poem. Gracias, flowing with the rhythm. Give me some Wu-Tang Chap, man, like Charlie Chaplin or maybe Rex Chapman Duncan when I do it Wu-Tang. Yes, you know they did their thing. Collective energy with the whole thing, like RZA with the Sensei Sifu. Yes, I beseech you when I try to reach through, cause I'm trying to reach through like pleasure activism. Hey yo, Grace is killing the girl, killing the riff, so I can feel it like that. So I'm striking back when I can excite with the rap, inviting the sounds. When I can do it, start to relax, we bring it back down, floating with the sound. Bring the rhythm when I can do it right now, shouting it out so I can see the pleasure activism. Have a clearer vision with the rhythm, transmitting, steady spitting when I'm vibing, straight rhyming when we climbing, and let our soul shine and intertwining. So what we finding, the music is a maze when I can do it like you do it, like you're hearing with the haze, and you do it like you traveling and working for the days, and spitting with the form so I can see, cause I'm amazed. Yo, flipping that rhythm and feeling the sound, we bring it to the beat when we gonna do it right now. So my emotion is flowing, sounds are growing. What we gonna do when we breathe in with the soul wind, so I can see, cause we not frozen when I react. Put myself back after an explosion, implosion, when I can see when we can close in. When I'm flowing on the mic, you know we just go in. It's freestyle, it's a meditative trance. I miss going to clubs and starting to dance. It's an avalanche, so we gotta do it in new ways.
True.
Turn up the music in your own space. Gotta have your own club in your own living room. You gotta give new energy and watch it just bloom, cause we're living, breathing, not a cartoon. Sharp like a harpoon, so I can see it's like a monsoon. Tears are falling and flying, denying when I'm crying and supplying when I do it. Rhythm when I'm holding up, so we can break it down. Take a sound, let it down. Reflecting on the last year, reflecting on the last year.
We need to breathe.
We need to breathe, breathe.
Need to breathe, 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 need to breathe.
We need to breathe, need to breathe, need to breathe.
Need to breathe, 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 need to breathe.
I need to breathe, I need to read. It's hard to read, maybe need some weed. Need to leave my mind for a moment, astral projection. Got the energy for protection. What I really value is human connection, whether it's live or direction or everywhere introspection. So we take that moment when I make the selection of thoughts that come into my mind. Watch out for protection. Cast a spell when I start to just well. It's like that, reverse the curse, not dwelling in no hell. I'm flowing like my man Arturo. Yes, I wanna learn that lyrical judo and flow with the rhythm when I lose so many different vibes, all the different tribes, all the different ways, and all our different lives. As we traveling, unraveling, we see when I can throw it like a javelin. I'm hanging out with me, so let these melodies and energies and chemistries be the recipe, so we can see a new situation blooming, not consuming, no dooming. I do it when I'm exhuming. I got that when I start losing time. We need to breathe.
Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Need to breathe. Ooh. I need to breathe.
Word up, we need to breathe.
Need to breathe.
Well, we really, what's that flow? I love that flow. I can't even say the word, but he took the word flow and philosophy.
Oh, wow.
Philosophy. How would you
I
say
wish
that?
I had my glasses on.
How could you say that?
Oh, I can't see that.
If you take the word flow and philosophy, and then
Flowosophy.
Flowosophy. I love that. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back. Let's go back to our Sibba beat just for 1 second.
Okay.
This first one. So speaking of creativity and needing to breathe, I think one thing that has been helpful has been, you know, creating music.
Absolutely.
And we shared some music. Philosophy. That's it. We took us a minute to digest it, but we got it figured out now.
We're ready.
We're ready. Yeah, it was like, anyway, I'm not going to even go into it.
No.
But there's certain things we don't need to go into. No. But one of the beautiful things that, you know, we've both been getting deeper into is working with looping.
Yes.
And, you know, it's better to work with looping than to get loopy.
Oh my God, I knew you were going to say that.
You knew I was going to say that?
You took it out of my mouth.
No, because sometimes we can get loopy. So we don't want to get loopy, we want to get looping. We're actually not going to do live looping right now.
Oh, okay.
No, we're gonna share a little project.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna share a little collaboration right now. So, you know, Grace has been doing some beautiful. Much love, David. Much love, David. Yeah. We're gonna share a little video, a little collaboration we did one late night, and this is a really beautiful showcase, I think, of your solo looping and you really like exploring how you can use your voice to create a whole soundscape. And, you know, you've been doing a lot of teaching about the blues, you know?
Yes. Oh, yes. So this does have a spiritual vibe to it. I was doing a lining out over a call and response, and I tried to create a journey, build it up from the ground to the sound, you know.
From the ground to the sound.
Ground to the sound.
And just to say, for anyone who's worried about the young people in New York, just know that Grace is teaching like hundreds and hundreds of young people every week about the history of the blues, about the history of spirituals, about music of the African diaspora. So just know that these young people will know who Bob Marley is. They will know who Sister Rosetta Tharpe is. They're, you know, you're really giving so much knowledge. So I just want to say thank you and shout you out.
I'm single-handedly going to save the young people of New York. No pressure.
No pressure. All right. Well, here we go. Let's share with you some looping spirituals and a special creation that Grace worked on, and I was very proud to help out with it. Here we go.
Yes, looping can be liberating.
Looping can be liberating. That's right. So let's check it out, y'all, and we'd love your feedback in the chat.
soldier on. We are gonna talk the walk and walk and talk and walk along. Yeah, we are gonna soldier on. Evaporate the song, gather the rain, spread it across your meal, the dinner of pain. Tears, a well wonder, run dry.
All right. And we're back. We're back. Thank you for sharing that. That was beautiful.
Thank you for sharing that. Baba did the beautiful visuals. It was my first time experimenting with something like that.
Yeah.
So I appreciate the support. But I was like, damn, this is long.
It's beautiful. State of grace. I like that. Prophet said state of grace.
I'll take it.
Big spirituality here. I like that. So let's sliding in like we scatting, rapping, giving the C when I move past the contraption. It's more than the fashion, the vibes and the action. When I'm freestyling, man, I try to put it into action. Moving and grooving with the music, so soothing, with no confusion when I do it. When I'm cruising, spiritual bluesing, spitting, watch it start oozing. When I'm doing it, when I say that, watch out for the grit and contusions. See, we can dispel all illusions.
We can dispel all illusions, break away from the confusion. You know I slid away a bridge, didn't know I was about to do this. Change your style, keep it going with a smile. Back in the phone, back to the norm, back to the beginning. And I'm singing, and I'm winning, and I'm feeling the vibe. Keep it out from the inside, keep it going with no pride. Humility, cause I'm trying to find it within me and project it out. And project it out.
Project it out.
Project it out.
Yes. Yes, project it out. In fact, I want to ask everyone in the stream right now. It would be a dream if you share the stream, cause we want to expand the audience. Cause Grace GALU deserves that. Baba deserves that. Word to the herds of the rap. When I do it, when I'm moving like the tree and the sap vinyling. Yes, I'm freestyling. Watch it just change, rearrange. Watch your molecules start to dock through when I rock you, when I spot you, cause you know that I got you. Ayo, we lifting, living, sworn to the rhythm. Try to find it when we move like we're traveling through a galaxy with the transmission. So I can feel it beautiful when I can feel the rhythm. I want to hold the vision with precision, but also be alive, feel the mysticism. That's what I'm doing when we see what's revealing. Life is mysterious, sometimes it's healing, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we travel like you gotta keep up your guard. When I'm flowing like a bard, from city to city and town to town, we've been grounded, but still we put out a sound, it resounded.
You know it's beautiful to add a visual to a very unique sound. You know I like to keep it down. The beat just ended, we're gonna send it back in like we do. It's beautiful, it's true. Snap it out, snap it out.
It's beautiful, it's musical, it's a ritual. You can feel it in your cuticle, like I'm hanging out, just vibing. Relax, cause you can see me shining. Maybe it's eating good food, maybe it's more than that. Exploring through the rap so I can see it. Yes, I'm grateful, not hateful, but sometimes we can feel anger. Not a stranger to danger. When I look into place, try to rearrange different perceptions, selections, new elections, in the thoughts, introspections. We can pass it back and forth, flow like that. Not a stranger.
Not a stranger, stranger's danger. We're moving and we pass it back and forth. You know we gotta keep it going like we're on course. And we make it up all along. Keep it going in this groovy song, yeah.
On course like this Morse code. When I can see the challenges and the problems we roll. We got some live people and I can say I'm grateful for that. When I can rip the flow, freestyle and melody and rap. So we can avoid the trap, so we can cut across the crap. And I'm rocking in my lap with the microphone. We hear a cat in the back relating like that. When I'm spitting and I'm doing it forever. And the treasure is the cleverness and it's togetherness and it's the weather. And that going tonight was beautiful. Today was 60 degrees, feeling the breeze, trying to find a moment at ease and feel some peace. Releasing, feasting, like we're beasting, increasing when we start seeking.
Today was a warm day, so I went outside. Took down a tent and it felt real light. Hang with my cat monkey running around. He likes to roll around on the ground when he gets in the sun. He's a little honey bun. He's my one, he's my number one. I've had him forever, he's 17 years old. He's the one that I love to hold. We got people in the house. Dawn and Prophet are rocking it out. They're in the corner but giving us love. Their vibration is like a hug. You know I love this beat, I love the roads, it's sounding so sweet. It's got that warm pad. You know I love that warm pad.
The warm pad like a heating pad. I got one right here, man. If you see defeating that, we can pull out random objects and topics when I'm flowing. Let my mind just flow when it starts growing. Shout out to Twisted Roots, a producer in Manchester. Sometimes we can't stand the pressure. They said we have musical superpowers. I love that, we like to flow for hours. I'm flowing like rhythms and flowing like rain showers. As they watch the new plants grow in the spring, I rock the rhythm when I do it, then we bring it in. We going acapella, storyteller, flowing the cellar dweller. I'm flowing with the rhythms when I do it. I don't use an umbrella cause I always lose them.
Umbrellas, pens, and socks.
And socks, all those things. Man, I think I have mismatched socks on right now. I'm not gonna front. So how's everyone doing right now? Much love to everyone in the stream. Part of our stream team, our dream team, our serene team. Once again, we would love if you share the stream, put it out there. Let's make a little loop real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna set something off.
We can do this.
And then just to give a heads up, big up to Sibba Jibba. We're gonna share a music video of his in just a moment. So make sure you stick around right there.
Yes,
we appreciate that.
Grand finale.
Thank you, Spinny Vinny. Thank you. Your encouragement always helps.
Okay, you shared it. It's good to know.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Spinny Vinny. So I everyone else on here, please share it. We love that. Let's see where we go with this. Ready?
Okay.
Where should we go?
Can you start with the beat?
Yeah, let's start with the beat. We're gonna start with the beat.
Crazy. We're gonna
get crazy and start with the beat. All right, here we go. Can I try to do this line? You know what I just heard? You know who's observing right now?
Who's observing?
Medusa, the gangster got us. Yo, we sending love out to Medusa and Tammy. You see, we never won the Grammy, but still we slam free, cause we in the underground, thunder sound. Shout out to LA. I'm vibing in the place we don't have a DJ. We just have a computer, a looper, and we rock, cause I'm a tutor and I do it when I'm flowing hip hop. I rock, not stop. Shout out to that Medusa. You know, you give me inspiration every time I rhyme. Shout out to Project Glow and all the family in the West Coast, from the East to the West. Yo, I got my breath both flowing when I'm doing it. I'm holding, not frozen. Giving it rhythm when I'm achieving and breathing when I start to just go in and glow in.
Oh, we start to just glowing. We know we are glowing. We start to just go in. You know we're glowing. You know we're going and we're glowing, we're showing, we're growing and we're invoking a spirit and a smile, and we do it all the while hanging on the couch in a freestyle. We're actually in outer space, never mind, we're floating through the place. We're feeling euphoria and we're getting to know ya. I wanna be free, floating through the galaxy. I'm so glad it feels like I'm on TV. I can see you, you can't see me. Actually, I can't really see y'all. I'm looking at the chat after all. And a monitor too. I'm gonna take it off and put it in a stew.
Put it in the stew with no residue. Got the energy with my soul and scribe crew. And shout out to you and you and you. Sometimes we feel blue, but rearrange your points of view and take the point and tune it into a circle. Start to work through any challenge, cause damage. When I'm rocking, when I scravenge and I scramming and jamming with the sound, get a scrapping. I'm in the place, freestyle flowing, in other words, rapping, tiptoe tapping with the rhyme combined when I start to hit the sound. Try to activate myself so I can do it when I start to flow right now. I want to move faster so I can even censor myself. It's bad for my health when I'm an editor, predator. When I do it, when I start to just see what the wealth is. We live in a city, in a place that's so material. I'd rather transform and turn myself ethereal. But still I gotta wake up in the morning, I don't usually eat cereal. Maybe some tea, feeling free, cause I'm an MC. Spitting poetry, flowing free. Not me, not you, it's you and us true. When we start to just pursue, cause it's me and Grace, and we still throwing it up into the stew with some spices. We like it spicy, we don't like it ricey. So please entice me with that pleasure activism, cause we gotta have pleasure. Otherwise we'll get lost and we don't have nothing to treasure. So be careful, don't be too clever that you start to sever. Cause right now it's not even just about the up and downs of the weather. Yes, you see, like the weatherman, not David Letterman. Well, you see, cause who's Letterman in? Was it set a man? So I can see, cause it's evident. I'm glad we have a new president, but it's not enough, and I'm still gonna be eloquent to talk about what we need when I breathe and start to do it. Cause until this world is fully changed, we gotta pursue it. See, we don't have equality, and we still have a system that really makes a lot of people down here, a few people up here. It makes me shed a tear, cause that's the system we're in, and we don't wanna see it disappear. What it could be replaced with? Could you imagine a different world? What would be possible? Maybe like Janaya, she had a poet and she talked about what could happen in the future, where cops wouldn't shoot you. Imagine there was no police, cause police are connected to property. So imagine there was no property. Imagine we used our resources properly. There's no stopping me, cause I'm free flowing right now and exploring. So let's travel through our imaginations and take a little touring.
I wish I lived in a world where I could go outside just wearing my curls, just wearing my big hair without a stare, without somebody's hand creeping up there. I wish I could go outside and not get chatted at like somebody's trying to mac that. When I'm feeling low or when I'm feeling good, I don't feel like walking through my neighborhood. Ooh, I wish I could live in a world where no one says girl power, you're just a girl or you're just a woman or you're in between, but we don't have to be all the time, you know what I mean. I wish I could live in a world where I'm free, where I can go to a hospital and they just believe me. I wish I could live in a world where I'm not scared, where I don't always have to feel prepared.
Yes, prepare, they shouldn't stare. Hair equality was something that they just shared. So we shout out to hair equality, or better even equity. Yes, I'm doing the place because we got the freestyle remedy. With the flow, we can break it down with the energy. Flowing and blowing and growing like we start to go in. Bring the beat back in so we start knowing like. What will the world be? Will the world be? What will the world be? Will the world be? What will the world be? Will the world be? What 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 will the world be? Will the world be? What will the world be? Will the world be? What will the world be? Will the world be? What will the world be? Will the world be? What will the world be? Will the world be? What will the world be? Will the world be? What will the world be? Will the world be? What will the world be? What will the world be? Will the world be? What will the world be? 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 Will the world be?
world be? What will the 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 world be? Will the world be? What will the world be? Will the world be?
All right.
Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you to our live audience.
Yes, shout out to our live audience.
really helps.
Dawn and Prophet in the house. Big up to them, and big up to you for sharing radical imagination. I love that. Radical imagination. If that's what we were conjuring, I feel good about that, because I think that's what my parents planned for me, was to have a radical imagination.
Yes.
So I'm glad that worked out. So we were talking earlier about my man Sibba Jibba. Sibba Jibba, you still in the house? Let us know in the chat if you're here, Sibba. We hope you're here, Sibba.
Sibba, are you here? Put it in the chat and make it really clear.
All right, well, we don't know if Sibba's here,
but
we're going to share a video with you right now. And we want to big up my man Sibba Jibba. And let's just come right over here for a second.
Oh, we're in a new environment.
We're in a new environment. Sibba loves graffiti, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We grew up enjoying, in that time where graffiti was all over the subways of New York. New York has never been the same as far as I'm concerned. When we lost so much graffiti culture, you travel to other parts of the world and you see graffiti being celebrated and honored, and you see murals everywhere. And I think about how graffiti artists were treated in the time of the 80s and 90s, and they were just like hunted. And the way that
Sibba's here.
Yes, Sibba's back. He's in the house. All right, good. So I want to shout out Sibba Jibba. One thing that people may not know is that the first hip hop group I was ever in was actually a group called Get Open.
Okay.
And this was during a time when I was at SUNY Purchase. And I'm very proud to say that, we had some incredible experiences. We opened up for KRS-One. We opened up for the Alcoholics back in the day. And we put on a lot of great events in SUNY Purchase. I ended up dropping out of Purchase and going on some crazy adventures. We'll get into that later. I'm going to share some of those updates. But, to their credit, I got to say, Sibba and the crew, shout out to Kiambu, and shout out to, Dimitri, and to Vaughn, and just the whole family. Shout out to Jesse Sandler from back in the day, and Carlito. But a lot of the core heads, from the Get Open days stayed together and been making music since the mid '90s. So I want to just big up that longevity and that commitment of friendship.
Yeah,
and I think you remember, like a couple summers ago, Sibba threw a beautiful gathering out in Prospect Park.
I do remember that.
And I want to just shout out Sibba for being a gatherer, someone who brings people together, and someone who keeps continuity. So I want to say thank you to Sibba. And we're gonna share. They just put out their most recent album, and I think it's potentially their last full album as a band.
Okay.
And it's on Bandcamp. You can look for it. Get Open Music. And this is one of the joints off it. It's called Nice and Smooth. And for any of the hip hop heads out there, you got to know who Nice and Smooth are. Classic group, classic hip hop duo. And so, this song takes inspiration from that group's name. I want to shout out that it is also the directorial debut of SIBA.
Nice.
And it has
Bravo.
a special collaboration with an MC from Germany named Reckless.
Okay.
And so it's another international hip-hop collaboration. So let's get into Nice and Smooth from Get Open Music.
Not Get Topin.
Yeah, Get Open.
Get Open.
All right, so we're going to check this out right now. Please share your comments and remember to check out Get Open Music on Bandcamp. Here we go. Nice and Smooth is funky. That's right. You know what time it is. Here we go. Get Open with Nice and Smooth. Coming right up.
These rappers I hate them, lyrically decimate them, eviscerate them, emulate them, defenestrate them, adverbate them. I ain't playing, start praying. I'm a predator, praying, waiting, salivating, macerating when the canines laying. I'm a weird slaying kids on the block and the biz, coming photos, necklaces, diamond rings, pretty things, rhyming about your dinglings, mumble riddling, peddling, you piddling, we fire you to kindling.
Smoother than most, nicer than your average. Composed, written, and produced, that's how we manage. Fucking with us is something that you wanna avoid, like a schizophrenic messing with opioids. Epidemic, systemic, we spread like disease. Incandescent, incessant, always well received, crowd pleaser. Main feature at the fever, boogie down original, styles inspirational.
Profane, Lahane, go crazy. Moonwalk, pitch the fork, full really. Bike life all day long, pop willies. Rip, ghost ride the whip in series. True York Street is a sport, learn the game. Break in, playing to win, pain to gain. My block's ready to rock and take over. Jump off, bring in the force and go Yoda. Right before the party kid step into the club and look smooth. Got 'em getting open with the whole team. Got 'em getting open with the whole team. Hey, right before the party get step into the club and look smooth. Got 'em getting open with the whole team. Hey, got 'em getting open with the whole team.
I got bars like SARS, sick spit, inconsiderate to twits who think they ill with it, but on the real they ill-equipped. Too many racks to grip, reality slips, confusing stacks with skills. When you get Vic, don't trip. About as hard as a board made a card, they don't want it. Acting wet behind the ears with all the water that they flooded. Sometimes I trip, kicking wicked rhymes when I flip. Sometimes I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme quick.
Early to rise, I wake up with the wise. Master your craft, build path, do the math. Letters, words with the alphabet soups. Peace and bless the deaf and the uptown crew. Been a hip hop junkie since the message was born. Made it funky for you, yeah, we weathered the storm. Record deal broken in ubiquitous form. Family affair since the purchase dawn.
It's your narrator, see you with the data. Cold cut creator, ghetto communicator. Dirty hand, never been a spectator. In-game greater, heavy participator. Insider, spot a space invader. Remove nice and smooth across my crossfader. Bring in a word, no need for translator, but better have a calculator.
New York, big city of dreams. Reckless mit Get Open im Team, dopest MCs. Fuck the 45th, sorry, dass ich hier so spit. Send my love to the brave, living under this brick. Revolutionary Spitter, die Vokabeln Propaganda. Wir sind alle Afrikaner, scheiß auf was sie uns getan haben. Klau die Maske im Museum, bring sie dann zurück nach Ghana. Esse Fufu in der Bronx, in Harlem, Yolo von Whole Ganja. Rack ist NICE, sagt jeder Drummer. Shoutout Daru Jones und Sydney Driver, so mach ich die Klammer. Habas, da wird dir anders, will ich auf Acid in der Landschaft. Wie auf X, Stress ist Standard, wenn man's draußen in der Hand hat. Oh. Ein schwarzer Bayer im Gleasons am Sandsack, Big Blim, fordert schneller, aber ich kann nur noch langsam. Faust hoch in der Ecke auf der Straße mit den anderen. Rough Pack, meine Allies suchen Brooklyn nach Wakanda.
Right before the party kid step into the club and look smooth. Got 'em getting open with the whole team. Got 'em getting open with the whole team. Hey, right before the party kid step into the club and look smooth. Got 'em getting open with the whole team. Hey, got 'em getting open with the whole team. Whoa.
Ooh-wee. Give it up right there for Get Open, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for Get
Got 'em
Open.
getting open with the whole team.
Nice. People, all right, look, Sibba, people are feeling it right now. Sibba, since you're in the chat, throw a link to your album in the chat, please. There's no reason we can't promote ourselves and the people. You know, we're independent artists right now, so please throw a link to Get Open on Bandcamp so we can support. Nice. And big up for hip hop's international collaboration. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. We actually, on our album, just to drop our album.
Sure, break it down.
We collaborated with a few international folks. So the label is based in Germany that we're working with. And then we also collaborated with Baba's dear friend and infamous DJ from Manchester. You want to talk about him a little bit?
Yeah, big up to DJ Irfan Rainey,
Yes,
who was our co-producer. And just a passionate man of music. You know, he's been DJing for probably, 25, 30 years.
Yes.
Has a huge vinyl collection and, you know, connected to wonderful DJs around the world.
And I think our mixer, our wonderful engineer, she's from Spain, right?
No, she's actually from England as well.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Yvonne, a wonderful engineer based in Manchester.
Yes.
But she might have spent time in Spain.
I don't know where I got Spain from.
It's all good. And this producer right here is my man Twisted Roots, also from Manchester, Strange Soul Music. So once again, shout out to everyone. Big up to Gina. Fuego.
Hey.
Fuego.
Hey.
So let's do one little freestyle, and then before we're gonna play one more music video in a minute. For those of you who go back with me for a long time, back to the 20th century, as my dad would say, if you go back that far. I used to be in a group called Metabase and Breath, and I've dug something out of the archive. I've dusted deep in the cut. This is a music video that only exists on YouTube. Like, it's like the version on YouTube is like so pixelated. I don't even know where. I don't even know who uploaded it. It's like a thumbnail. It's like an animated thumbnail.
Nice.
So this is like a transfer from the Betacam. So we're gonna release something. What's up, Gina? We're gonna release something from the archive in a little bit in a little time right now. Good, thank you. So once again, if you enjoyed that music from Sibba Jibba, you can look at in the comments and you'll see a link to Get Open Music. Please support their music. Once again, those are my brothers right there. We go back. You know, I started rocking with Sibba and Get Open. I think it had to be like 93.
Wow.
So we go way back. So big up to hip hop and
Way
continuity. Way back. We go way back. We go way back. Yo.
Way back.
We going way back. We going way back. We going way back.
We go way back.
I'll be right back.
In the day, way back. In the day, way back. In the day, way back. We go way back. Do you remember when you were my very best friend? We used to watch on your cable box. Unlocked channel 35, it was unlocked. If her dad would be on the TV, if you know about that, let me see. Blowing up my own spot.
We go way back. We go way back. Who could say that when we slay that? Cause I used to play rap on my radio, like Mr. Magic's Rap Attack. We go back. You know, we go back to Coleco and Atari. Yo, I bring you back, never down with safaris. Leave those animals alone. Stop hunting them. Yo, I'm having fun when I'm rocking the rhymes combined with the mind and I'm flowing, letting it go in so I can see what does it mean to be connected with your soul when you're MC. That means I don't disrespect women. It's not ever cool. I'm never gonna do that.
We go way back.
It means when I rhyme, I'm not gonna talk some nonsense that I can't back up in reality unless I'm using my imagination. We go way back to the days of improvisation on the corner,
Go way back.
to days when it was warmer.
We go way back to the days when it was warmer. We were chilling on the corner. We were playing with our friends, running down the block like it all depends on the breeze. We go way back on the breeze. We go way back.
We go back to hot peas and butter. Watch out, don't stutter. Yes, I am a lover, not a ill motherfucker. Got the rhythm when I do it smooth like butter. I wasn't raised in the gutter, but my furniture came from the street. My parents collected strange things in Soho. They ended up in my apartment. We were creative when I sparking. Flows when I'm doing bring the light to the dark end. Like we ciphering in Washington Square. way back.
Way back.
These moments are rare. Watch it move and just focus like a lens flare.
You know my parents met in the Lower East Side. I got a lot of pride for First and First. That was where Catholic worker was. That's where my dad met my mom and my cuz. Came to my house when I was young. They stayed around and we had a lot of fun. Way back on 28th and 2nd. I gotta put some respect in. Ooh, and then we moved to Harlem, 110th Street. You know we get it done. Now my folks are up in the Bronx, Parkchester. You know that I'm gone. Thought a lot about it, and we're free. Now we are in the city, NYC. Always hold it down, 'cause you know every single borough is my home. Way back.
We're gonna run this back one more time.
We're gonna run it way back.
Keep that like way back going.
Yeah, I like that as a little refrain.
I'm gonna fill it in.
Way back. Way
We're going way back. We going way back like hanging out with us. Yo, check it out now. We going way back like hanging with Science of Life in front of New Eurekan poetry, releasing all the strife through the mic and freestyling, and it's feeling alright. Heart not cold like ice, but warm, avoid the strife. No knife, we building, feeling, revealing when we holding. When I go back, you see we're never ever frozen. We move in time and time like we travel. We go back to days, life when it felt like a battle. No cattle, just bitten, taken to the slaughter. Way back before I had a child, before I had a daughter.
Way back.
Like long walks at night. We flowing on the mic now, way back.
We used to walk at night around the city in the moonlight. Park to park, we'd hold it in the dark. Kissing, you know we like to talk. Way back, we like to go
back
and dance. We feel all the romance. Way back, before all this time, before this sickness, before this paradigm. We go way back, you know I met him way back, and I had a heart attack. We go way back, you know I met him way back, and I had a heart attack. Ooh, we used to perform together. We used to perform together. We used to perform together. We used to perform together way back.
And that's
I
a
used
true
to sing
pleasure.
on the train to get out of the rain. I used to sing in Washington Square Park from the morning until the dark. Way back.
We going way back. I got a sudden urge to yell. Oh man, word up.
Way back.
Blow up a spaceship. Yo,
Way back.
that's right. Big up John. Cy Robinson, flowing when I'm doing and I'm traveling. Sometimes I'm unraveling, sometimes myself in the mirror I start battling. I'm moving and watch I start never graveling, never groveling when I do it 'cause I'm holding. Humble no crumble when I see the music flowing. When we go back, but I wanna also go forward, nostalgic for the future. Try to find a new remedy as I travel through the place with my cat Melody. And
Way back.
we going way back, you need that. Should we go? You want to go way back?
Way back.
Let's
How
go.
far back?
We're gonna go really far back right
Oh,
now.
boy.
Let's see where we go. Hold on one second.
How far?
Wanna do something on this? Once again, thank you everyone for joining the Lift Up live stream. We hope you created some positive energy in the evening. We hope that you feel a little bit more breath in your breathing. Hopefully you feel like life is not seasoned, cause you can see when you reaching and start rising. Sometimes you turn on the screen straight hypnotizing, but realize you have a rising force inside of you. Spirit like keys, I can play the melodies on my chest. Take a moment, catch my breath. Too many people been catching too much death. That's why we represent for the force of life. Never divorcing without the force. I don't need a knife when I start to grow, cause my flow is composed in the moment. Improvisation like the oral tradition, cause it's a whirlwind when I'm spitting like this Merlin. When I'm hurling, cause I'm unfurling. When I grow that so I can see when I slow that. Find the tempo with the sound, yes you feel the harmony. No harmony right now cause I'm in my sanctuary. My sanctuary of creativity, which is our sanctuary, which we create together very beautifully, musically. Yes, it's a combination of rhyme and sound and soul, and we can lose together cause we confuse no control. It's just the whole picture when I can get it on, when I can flow the rhythm in the place, when I can do it transform. Oh, we can take it back like video jukebox. I'm going back now, you know what I'm saying, when I can rap now. It's like the Tao Te Ching, yes I'm doing my thing. I came to rap and Grace came to sing. Grace in your face, you know the Grace face killer. On the melody you know that no one iller. Flowing when we do it, when I rock top filler. Came into the cause I'm strong like Godzilla. Yeah, I got that.
You know we'd like to go back, way back. You know we'd like to go back, way back.
Way back.
You know we'd like to go back, way back. You know we'd like to go back, way back, way back, way back. You know I'm going back to the days when I wore my bag, when I took the second hand in your bus, when I had to invest in trust. I was a little girl in my little world, wearing my pigtails and my itty bitty curls. You know I'd like to go back way before I was under your top, before I was attacked, before when I was innocent, before when I didn't have a sin, way back before I knew what it was, way back before I knew what it was, way back before I knew what it was, way back, way back, way back, way back, way back, way back, way back.
Way back, but I feel your wisdom, cause you got that energy, you give it all to the children. Feeling and giving energy when I rhyme combine when I sow. Way back when you let it go and just let it grow. Way back like the seeds when you breathe and you feel it. Get those energy when you do it cause you gotta just reveal it. Man, it's the music, sometimes we all feel broken, spoken like our whole soul is smoking. On fire when I'm holding. Sometimes we wanna just kick back and laugh like we're joking. Maybe visualize ourselves like we're old folks and sitting on the porch just laughing. Really understanding we're vibing, feeling the passion. But right now we ought to understand it takes action. When I'm doing that I just wanna be straight relaxing, kicking that vibe when I do it, when I start acting. What I mean when I do it, what am I energy am I attracting? I'm tractoring in it, bringing it, banging it, giving the rhythm, I'm feeling it, revealing it when I'm sealing it. Yes, giving the movement in the music when I'm choosing confusion, when giving the remedy, giving the rhythm when I see, when I give the energy, when I start to just pursue. So where we gonna go? Where we gonna flow? How we gonna grow? Grace, please let me know.
We're gonna go way back. 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 away, back 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 away,
back away, back away, back away,
back away,
back in, better back away when I'm giving the rhythm I see. So you gotta bring it, but wait, back away with any negative energy with the remedy when I feel my chemistry changing. Rearranging like I'm traveling and turning into Doctor Strange when I'm traveling through portals and moving through different time zones. When I rhyme, cause I'm feeling that giving the energy, I bring it home. Cause my soul is grown and still transforming. Feel the energy when I move, cause you can feel it just warming. Lifting, shifting, my gifting when I'm ripping. But let me stop ripping, I wanna start suturing. Bring it back when I'm music and the muse confused. We all paid our dues. That's why we spreading some good news that you can survive. Yes, you can thrive. You can feel that vibe and you can lift it up and feel high even when you crash and splash like you're falling in the ground. Then you can rise up like a seed when it sounds and it's blooming when I'm consuming, when I do it, when I'm maneuvering. We go way back when I'm renewing, I'm feeling renewing when I'm fluent. One flew over the cuckoo's nest and I bring it back cause I'm really just catching my breath. See what I'm singing with my moment when I step, and that's what I'm doing right now. When I break it down, it's kept now. Quiet is kept with the dreams when they slept. We go way back, cause Grace, you just slayed that, and we're gonna say that. So shout out to everyone who tuned in tonight. Shout out to everyone, give it up for Grace who's freestyling on the mic. My name is Baba, her name is Grace GALU. Together we're part of the Soul and Scribes crew. Your name is Grace, my name is Baba.
My name is Grace. My name is Grace, his name is Baba. You know we're going up, we don't want to stop you. We don't want to stop ourselves, we don't want to stop you too. You know we like to perform for you, and we also perform for ourselves if we can't perform for no one else. So thank you for being here. You know we're gonna watch your video and keep it clear.
Beautiful, much love. We've been doing this even longer than I expected. We just got into a zone. But I want to say thank you everyone for tuning in. We're going to take you home and we're going to literally go way back right now to a video which I believe was shot in 1997. Ooh. So we're going way back to a whole other era.
I was 10 or 11.
If once again, right? So once again, if you don't know, I was part of a crew called Meta Bass and Breath. And if you look them up, Meta Bass and Breath, right? And we were a live hip hop group in Sydney, Australia. Shout out to my mom, you know, who originally comes from Sydney, who left Sydney, Australia in the 60s. That's a whole other story. We'll get into that another time. But right now I want to take you way back to a song called Perfection. And this was a song, it was a time where, well, anyway, I'm just going to play it and then we can talk about it for a second after. We're going to go back to 1997 right now, Meta Bass and Breath. Shout out to my Meta family. Shout out to Morganics. Shout out to Elf, Sloth, Brother Love, DJ Nature, Trent, Slingshot, Nick Toth, Kenny, the whole crew. Here we go. Meta Bass, Perfection. Enjoy. We'd love to hear your feedback.
Streets in chaos with cyborg patrols hunting souls. To meld with machines, underground and labyrinth resistance nurturing ancient dreams. We be spirit beings, bonded with light. Electromagnetic, phonetic function SMC. We're more power than a business hunting who could tempt me. We talk of implants, I'll exercise my body and develop my spirit dance. I am of love, into it I shall return until I'm reinstated, remember and learn. I am a human being perfectly created. My mind, body, soul will not be invaded. I am a human being perfectly created. Our mind, body, soul will not be invaded. I am a human being perfectly created. My mind, body, soul will not be invaded. I am a human being perfectly created. Created to rock like no other. To all the humans, to all the humans, to all the humans, respect to all the humans.
Now what ingredients does it take to bake a cake of ignorance and human life impotence? Take big business, proceeding with carelessness. Add a scientist and what you get is dangerous. Blame simply stimulate and sabotage for fellow sapiens. And inside us ought to be an anaconda. Coiled up mission with a good, a bad inspire. Serpent signifiers, true suppliers, battling liars and fires that never tire. Empire of Babylon, contaminate the gardens in every millennium. Secure and procuring the premature Armageddon on earth. Navigators searching for the pure, obscure. Argue until examples are few. A bird of flight swoops down to ignite upon the nights, dragon slayers and relayers alike. Cause in the realm of the darkest supply, new in the fight, so take a double, triple, take it what you think you have inside. I got my sonar, maintain this radar. Keeping out invaders and truth imitators. I got my sonar, maintain this radar. Keeping out truth imitators and all invaders.
Who can explain the human brain? Who can explain the human brain? I am more sophisticated than a satellite. My lungs breathe while I sleep at night. The fuel for me is oxygen, my breath feeds trees. I know my time is short, so I must needs breathe. Survival of the species has produced me and you. So to fight against the virtual is what we need to do. You see, my mind is our universe, connected to a web of nerves. Earth, fire, air, and water transcendent. Descendant of the first man, woman, or child. Refine me all you like, I must remain wild.
Will not be invaded.
I am a human being perfectly created.
Our mind, body, soul will not be invaded.
I am a human being perfectly created.
My mind, body, soul will not be invaded.
I am a human being perfectly created.
Created to rock like no other.
All right, a little blast from the past right there. A little blast from the past.
Yes. I was pointing out to Baba that he still wears that jersey.
How many years ago was that? 97.
Yeah, you still wear that jersey.
Still wear that
Keeping
jersey.
his felt.
Try to keep his felt. Thank you so much, and big shout out to David in the chat. Yes, Metabase and Breath. We had a couple of songs on the Return of the DJ compilations on Bomb Hip Hop out of the Bay Area. Shout out to Dave Paul, legendary DJ, and Bomb Hip Hop Magazine, Bomb Record Label. We also had an album that came out on Bomb Hip Hop Records called Life and Times of a Beatboxer, one of the first all beatbox albums, which I think was also released around the same time, maybe about 97 or 98. So thank you for going on that little flashback. Shout out to my Meta family. Big up to John Fine, who directed that video, who went on to work on the Still Bill documentary about Bill Withers.
Oh, wow.
And did a beautiful documentary about Herbie Hancock, and just a wonderful artist. Look up John Fine. Freed Pictures, I believe, is his company. Shout out to Akim the Funk Buddha, who made a cameo there, and just a lot of memories and old times. And I'm grateful. I have to say, as many of you know, things have been tricky with my mom and lots of stuff going on. And Metabase, my family reached out to me just a few weeks ago, and we had a spontaneous band reunion and held space for each other and just talked about all kinds of things right now. So shout out to Get Open, Metabase, hip hop musical communities, with over 2 decades of connection. So shout out to longevity.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so I really appreciate that. So I know I gotta go. We gotta go. We got stuff to do.
I was like, I gotta work.
You gotta work now. I gotta work too. We got a lot of stuff to do. But we just want to say thank you so much for joining the Lift Up live stream. We truly appreciate your support. Feel free to share the stream even now because other people can check it out. There is a Venmo listed if you have the capacity. Anything that is donated tonight will be split with Grace GALU, so you're supporting the arts tonight.
Okay.
And we'll also try to share something with some of the producers if we get some donations. But we send in so much love to you, Baba Israel.
Grace GALU Kalambai.
Sending love to you out there. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next Tuesday on the Lift Up live stream. Thanks everyone for your comments, your feedback. We need that. We won't delete that. We'll reach that. We'll feel that. So
that
we
rhymes.
send, we like to rhyme. We like to rhyme. So it's hard to leave, but we're going to leave and just say peace. So we'll do it like we do with our kids. Ready? 1, 2, 3,
and
peace. Thank you so much. Stay safe. Tune into the Lift Up live stream next Tuesday at 9. There'll be some other surprises, and we'll see what happens. And we out.
I don't want to go.
I know it's hard,
It's
right?
hard to
We got to
go.
go back to real life right now.
back to life, back to reality, back to life, back to the present time, back to life, back to reality, back to life, 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 life.
And we
We're
out.
so extra.
And we out. We extra and we out. Peace. Way back.
Way.
Much